As we look back over 2021, the fight against COVID-19 has continued to dominate headlines. Today, we take a look back at how the fight against COVID-19 happened right here in our local cities. It's hard to remember back to the beginning of 2021 when vaccines were hard to come by.
This is one of 9 sites across the state where people age 65 and older who are lucky enough to snag an appointment will get the first dose of the COVID-19 vaccination.
At-risk seniors and first responders were among the first to roll up their sleeves. Wayzata High School was in distance learning and became a makeshift vaccine clinic.
We wanted to see what it looks like where we're vaccinating, and this is for those first responders who are in direct contact with folks with health issues.
A month later, vaccine clinics were opening on a much larger scale, like in the old Target building in Brooklyn Center, with emphasis still on high-risk groups.
Relief. It's been very trying on everybody around.
But by the spring, reports started showing disproportionate COVID-19 mortality rates in some groups.
A lot of members in the Hmong and Korean community, they also live in multi-generational households. And so it's not just mom and dad and baby or a son living in one household. There might be grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, niece, nephews living in the same household. And so if one person gets exposed and they come back home, multiple people can also be exposed to COVID-19 as well, too.
Efforts also began to focus on getting those marginalized communities vaccinated through measures like this one. A Brooklyn Center mosque held a vaccine clinic to coincide with Ramadan.
So there is hesitancy here. There's no question about that. But that's why I have always advocated, in order for us to be able to administer the vaccine in the way that we want, we need education.
As spring turned to summer, vaccinations opened to people as young as 12.
There's a shift. We're now seeing that more of our students, especially our adolescents, are testing positive. And so because of that, there's a very much demand for vaccinations in this age group.
Then there was a new threat, the Delta variant.
I wouldn't wish this Delta virus on my worst enemy. It's serious. They're coming in very sick.
The variant led to a surge in cases in local hospitals and a concern about breakthrough cases or cases among people who are vaccinated.
The breakthrough cases that we are seeing tend to be in people that are older or maybe under some sort of immunosuppressant therapy like chemotherapy.
In an effort to get more people vaccinated, we started to see more incentives and more outreach, like mobile vaccine clinics. Schools got back in session, with most in masks, and some school districts increasing COVID testing, all to keep students back in in-person learning.
We feel strongly about helping really reduce cases by catching either symptomatic students or students or staff that may not be symptomatic, but that we can really prevent spread in by catching.
But as the year went on, hospitals, clinics, and long-term care facilities were hurting because of staff burnout.
They're just leaving. They're just leaving because they don't want to do it anymore. They want to change jobs. They want to change positions so that they no longer have the stress on them.
North Memorial held job fairs, and the governor called up the Minnesota National Guard to help assist long-term care facilities like Northridge Health in New Hope. By the fall, vaccines and boosters were readily available, and vaccine clinics started to be offered to students as young as age 5. Now in December, North Memorial and Maple Grove hospitals are once again at capacity.
We're poised in Minnesota to have the most COVID patients we've ever had since the beginning of the pandemic after this holiday season. That's a recipe for disaster. We only have so much resource, and it's dwindling.
Absentee voting begins on Monday, December 27th for a Brooklyn Park special election to fill a vacant city council seat. There are 4 candidates on the ballot, and because of redistricting, there will not be a primary election. XP Lee, LaDon Severin, Abraham Ba, and Benjamin Asimenum are all running for the East District seat that was vacated when Lisa Jacobson was sworn in as mayor. Election Day is on February 8th. If you're already thinking ahead to New Year's resolutions and fitness, we've got another gym profile for you. Discover Strength is the latest boutique gym that opened its doors this month. Nina Bupasivan went to check it out.
I think I fell in love with the organization 5 years ago when I started training there.
It's quite discreet and along Main Street.
It is our trainers, it is our efficiency, and it is the evidence-based exercise that we do. You put those three things together, no one is doing it like that.
Discover Strength is a fitness franchise in Maple Grove.
Keep your chest and head back. 3, 2, 1. Everything is supervised. There's not time here where you're trying to figure out what to do on your own. You're not coming here by yourself unscheduled. It's a scheduled workout.
Even in your work clothes.
Slow start off the bottom, push again, push, push.
It's a 30-minute, intense, full-body strength workout with an expert trainer.
If you're busy and you don't have a lot of time, you can do a really good workout in a very short period of time. I just love it.
Brad Stanky also fell in love with his wife Shannon when they were both Discover Strength clients. Now, they are gym owners, hoping their journey will inspire others too.
I've been in their shoes. I know what it's like to start from ground zero and work your way up and develop and grow from getting introduced to strength training to taking it to stepping on stage for a bodybuilding competition and everything in between. I've been there.
And he's hoping more will see what they're all about.
I've always kind of fallen in love with the science and the data behind everything. I'm just sharing that, trying to help other people have that same comprehension of what I went through.
A dream, years in the making, now come true.
3, 2.
Nina Bupasavan, CCX News.
The city of New Hope has been honoring some of their talented photographers in the In Focus photo contest. A total of 20 photographers entered, and here's a look at a few of the winners.